The night in space looked calm, silent, and peaceful, but everyone inside the Korthon command station knew something was wrong. Very wrong. Rylan, a young alien officer with sharp silver eyes, watched the giant star map in front of him. A whole enemy fleet's more than 500 warships was marked with bright glowing dots. But then, in the blink of an eye, all the dots vanished. No explosion sound. No debris alert. No distress message. Just empty space. For a moment, nobody moved. Nobody spoke. The room felt frozen. It was like the entire galaxy stopped breathing. Commander Vorak was the first to break the silence. His deep voice shook slightly. Run the scan again. Roland's hands trembled as he tapped the controls. The result was the same nothing. 500 ships cannot disappear, Vorak growled. Ships do not become dust, but the truth was in front of them. The fleet was gone. A quiet whisper moved through the officers. Humans must be behind this. Another officer shook his head. Impossible. Humans don't have such power. But the fear in his voice showed he did not believe his own words. Rylan opened the last recorded signal from the missing fleet. The screen showed static snow, broken pixels, and then a human voice. A calm voice. A warning voice. Do not come. The message ended. Nothing after that. Rylan felt a cold shiver crawl up his spine. Why would humans send only 3 words? What did they know? What had they seen? The Korthon Empire always considered humans weak, slow, and unimportant. A small species on a small blue planet. Not warriors. Not conquerors. Not dangerous. But this disappearance. This silence. It did not feel weak at all. Suddenly, the alarm blared. Sector 9 anomaly detected. Sector 9. The Forbidden Zone. The place humans always avoided. The space where they told everyone, never enter. The missing fleet's last position was inside that dark region. Town Commander Vorak turned to Rylan. Take a scout team. Go to the location. Find the truth. And if humans are hiding something, bring that secret back. Rylan did not feel brave. But he nodded. Minutes later, he and his small crew launched in a sleek scout vessel. As they entered forbidden space, the stars around them changed. They flickered strangely, like someone was slowly turning the universe on and off. Rylan whispered, "Why does it feel like something is watching us?" No one answered. After several long minutes, the ship reached the fleet's last known coordinates. Rylan expected to see fire, destroyed metal, or at least broken ships drifting in space. But there was nothing. Only a strange glowing dust cloud, moving slowly, like breathing fog. It shimmered gold and black at the same time. Rylan leaned forward. What is that? Sensors could not identify it. It was not gas, not metal, not radiation. Something unknown. Something alive, Pilot Kira whispered. Look, the dust is warm. Warm? In open space? That was impossible. As the glowing cloud shifted, something else came into view. A single human ship floating quietly with its lights off. No escort ships. No defense signals. Just one human vessel drifting like a ghost. Rylan's heart pounded faster. Why would humans send one ship to this place? How did they survive when 500 alien ships did not? He ordered, connect to the human ship. No answer. Send a docking request. Still no answer. But then, the human ship slowly powered on one small light. Just one. As if saying, "Come inside," Kira whispered. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Rylan didn't disagree. But he felt something else, too, curiosity, and something deeper. Fear. He could not stop thinking of the human recording. Do not come. Why would humans warn their enemies? Why would they try to protect the Korthon fleet, unless Unless something even more dangerous lived here. The glowing cloud swirled again, brushing gently against their ship. The metal walls groaned like something heavy pressed against them. Rylan made his choice. We board the human vessel. The scout ship attached itself to the silent human craft. The doors opened with a loud hiss. Inside, the ship was dark, cold, silent. The lights flickered weakly, like the ship was alive but tired. Rylan and his team moved slowly through the corridor. Their footsteps echoed in the empty halls. Then, far ahead, a chair spun slowly. A human woman sat in it, her face calm, her eyes tired, as if she had been waiting for them for a long time. She raised her head and said softly, "You shouldn't have come." Rylan stopped breathing. The real story. The real danger? It was only beginning. Rylan froze when he heard the human woman's voice. It was soft, but carried a strange weight, like someone who had seen something no one should ever see. She slowly stood from her chair, her face marked with exhaustion and fear. Her name was Mara Hayes, captain of the lone human ship. Rylan tried to sound brave. "What happened to our fleet? Where are our ships?" Mara looked at him with tired eyes. "You already know the answer," she whispered. "You just don't want to believe it." Before Rylan could speak, the lights inside the human ship flickered violently, humming as if something outside was touching the hull. A deep, low vibration traveled through the metal, like a giant creature brushing its claws along the ship's spine. Kira whispered, "Something is out there." Mara nodded silently. "It followed your fleet. Now it's awake and curious." Rylan felt sweat build on his forehead. "What are you talking about?" Mara walked toward the hologram console and tapped a button. A dim blue projection appeared, showing a rough Shepa, massive black cloud with sharp, shifting edges. "This," Mara said, "is not a weapon. It's not a creature in the way you understand. It is older than stars. We call it the sleeper in the dark." Rylan's heart thudded. He had never heard humans speak like this. Calm, certain. Terrified, Kira stepped closer. "How did our fleet disappear?" Mara inhaled slowly, as if the memory hurt her. "They fired into Sector 9. They woke it. And it answered." Rylan refused to accept it. "We have the strongest armor, the best shields. A ship cannot just vanish." Mara looked at him with cold honesty. "It doesn't destroy ships. It unmakes them." Just then, the ship shook hard, throwing Rylan against the wall. Warning lights flashed red. The hull groaned again, louder this time, like something massive was scraping its surface. Mara's eyes widened. "It's here." The officers grabbed their weapons, but the shaking grew stronger, like waves crashing against them. The air pressure dropped for a second, and a strange whispering sound filled the corridors, like thousands of voices speaking underwater. Rylan shouted, "What does it want?" Mara didn't blink. "It wants to understand why you attacked its resting place. It doesn't think like us. When it touches metal, it becomes part of the metal. When it touches a mind," she paused. Her voice cracked. "It becomes part of the mind." Rylan felt the coldest fear of his life. The whispering outside grew sharper, clearer. Some words formed not in any known language, but somehow understandable. His head throbbed with pressure. Then the whisper suddenly stopped. Silence, the lights returned to normal. Everyone looked around, confused. Had the creature left? Mara shook her head slowly. "No. It's inside the ship now." The crew spun to check every shadow. The corridors seemed darker. The rooms seemed longer. Even the air felt heavier, as if something unseen was observing them. Rylan tightened his grip on his weapon. "Captain Mara, why is your ship still intact? Why didn't it destroy you?" She did not answer immediately. Her eyes were distant, sad. It remembers us. The whole team stared. What do you mean? Rylan asked. Mara sat down slowly, like the truth itself was too heavy to stand with. Long ago, before your empire even discovered warp drives, humans found the creature dying. A drifting mass in the dark. Weak, silent. We helped it. We protected it. We gave it energy. Rylan's mouth opened in disbelief. You fed a galaxy-eating monster. Mara shook her head. It wasn't a monster then, it was. Lost. Alone, we didn't know what it truly was. The ship trembled again, just slightly this time, like something brushing past a window, because humans showed kindness. Ara continued. It never harms us. It lets us pass through Sector 9, but everyone else. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Everyone else is food. The officers stood frozen. This truth was worse than any war. Rylan felt anger rising. If this creature is so dangerous, why didn't humans warn us more clearly? Mara's tired eyes snapped toward him. We did. You just didn't listen. She tapped a button again. The screen showed dozens of human transmissions sent to the Korthon Empire. Stay out. Do not enter. Sector 9 is forbidden. Your ships will not return. Rylan stared in horror. Their leaders had ignored every warning before he could speak. A loud metallic howl echoed through the ship, like something opening its jaws. Mara's face went pale. It's not finished with your empire. The wall started shifting, wrinkling, stretching. Like the metal was becoming liquid, Kira screamed. It's getting inside. Mara reached for Rylan and pulled him close. If you want to live, you must trust humans now. We are the only ones it listens to. Rylan felt his blood freeze. The creature had eaten 500 ships. Now it was coming for an entire empire, and only humans knew how to survive it.